Hello, hello, hello. I don't want to wait 5 minutes, so let's just wait only 2. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Alex. Hello, me. And hello, Cha. Hello, hello. How am I? I'm doing okay. I'm a bit tired. I don't know. I mean, I know why. I've been sleeping not so much. But I have the next 2 days off, so that is good. That is always nice. Felt. But also, like, God, I had, so like, I had like a short day today. Meaning I only worked till 3. And my mom, like, yesterday already was like, yeah, so, like, tomorrow after work, like, would be great if you could, like, if you could help me, like, clean your grandma's, terrace, like, with a pressure washer. And I was like, yeah, okay. So, like, today after work, I was like, okay. When did we wanted to do this? She's like, now, or I could tell you when, like, I go back from, like, driving your grandma somewhere. I was like, yes, that place. And I done it, and might have kind of, like, mini fallen asleep on my desk. You do your own pressure washing? It's like a mini thing. Yeah. Like, you can buy them. Like, obviously it's not as good as, like, if you have, like, an industrial one or something. Like a professional one, but, like, it still gets rid of, like, most of the dirt on, like, stone and stuff. But yeah, so I might have, like, fallen slightly asleep. Did you eat anything yummy today? I did. We had homemade burgers today. I had 2. One was a double, because I didn't want to leave just one patty over, so... It was simple, I think. So it had just for sauce, ketchup, mayo, and then mustard. Yes. Custard is the sweet one, mustard is the yellow one. And then just patty, cheese, lettuce, paprika, bell pepper. Sorry, I was gonna call it paprika, which I think most people would have still understood. On the first one, I had tomatoes. On the second, I didn't. And then also mushroom. It was 2 big burgers. While eating them, I found out, or I realized that mushroom, yeah, like small pieces, not like big mushroom, but like small. Like, we call them champignon, which are the, like, just white mushrooms. But I got to find out again that I apparently, like, bit myself on the lip. And the fun thing is, in 2 places, both sides, lower lip, approximately the same position, just mirrored. It fucking sucks, let me tell you. It sucks so bad, and ever since I'm done eating, I can just feel my teeth brush against those, like, spots constantly. I put, like, some numbing and, like, healing thingamajig on it, but it's still so... How did that happen? I don't know. Honestly, I have no clue. Maybe in my sleep, I, like, accidentally bit my lip. Maybe while eating, I accidentally bit my lip. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. But I don't know. Honestly, I have no clue. It happens sometimes, like, in my cheek, which is most likely when I cannot eat. But it definitely sucks more if it's the you. Hello, Loaf-T. Hello, hello, hello. How's the loaf? Cheeks are understandable. Yeah, cheeks are annoying though. Because as soon as they like start swelling, you keep like biting on it or like rubbing against it, and like I mean it's the same now like on my lip, but like it's like annoying. But yeah. But yeah, I overslept. I missed a call from my grandma by 4 minutes, to be fair, only. But I like kind of, you know, woke up. I don't know honestly if I was asleep or if I was just kind of like and I like, you know, I looked around, I looked at my phone, so like, oh shit, I was cold. So I called my grandma and I was like, yeah, what's up? And I was like, I tried to just tell you that you can like start walking. I was like, okay. So then, we pressure washed the terrace of my grandma. And then I got home and was like, and just did a bunch of nothing for a bit. And then we had dinner. And now is now. And now we will stream. And with we, I mean me. I mean, I guess if y'all want to, you can as well. Let me make sure that the game would be shown. It would be boom. But yeah, how's everyone else? How are you? Ocha? I have to give you the references. I have to give you. I have to give you the refs for Jedi. Which is wild. There's surprisingly, like, if you just Google Jedi, most of them are just like busts. It's like, what about what do you mean? What about the rest? But also I'm gonna be honest, I've no clue about like what kind of pose we could go for. You actually forgot time and just watched a movie and and now I see time and oh my god, it's 2 a.m. and then there's your stream notif, so here I am. That's very sweet of you. What movie did you watch that made you cry? Was it a good cry or was it a bad cry? Was it a... Hello, Salo. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Let's continue. Let's continue the game, and in the meantime, we will wait. You play game? I watched Swapped, and I watched Project Hail Mary. I have heard nothing about Swapped. It is a solo quote. What do you mean? I heard about Project Hail Mary. That is supposed to be really good. I might watch it at some point. Honestly, if I can download it... Watching it... Okay. You watched it, Ocha. You low-key cried. Would you think it's something that could still be watchable on a phone? Or is it something that you should watch on at least a At least on a PC screen, like on a desktop. The screen on the door's access panel flickers off and on and displays a flashing arrow code. It's 2.5 hours long. Okay, so like here's the thing. Next week I'm gonna be flying for 11 hours though, so passing 2.5 hours sounds like a good thing. I find that sounds like a good thing. Error 4AC 43BC6. What's your Pathfinder 1 VODs? Yeah, I totally have them. Def okay to watch on phone, but better on bigger screen. Yeah, I mean, always better. Primary security offline. Error. Access doors are floodlights. Please engage LTG your designated air duct. You might want to reserve some time for sleeping. So here's the thing though. I'm not sure how much my brain will be fucked. Because my flight leaves at like 11, or is supposed to leave at 11:30. And I arrive local time at like, again, supposedly, at like 6:50-ish p.m. or 6:40, something like that. Like before 7 p.m. Meaning, I'm like, it's the same fucking day. You know? But yeah, I'll just try to change your sleep schedule a few days prior. Yeah, see, that's not gonna work. I will be working till Tuesday, like including Tuesday, and my flight goes on Wednesday. Push the open button on the panel. Yeah, don't sleep on flight, then snooze on land. I mean, I'll just see what happens, honestly. Don't worry, you fly the plane. I wasn't worried beforehand. Now I am. Okay, there's one dog. What the fuck? Do you have formal flight training, Solo? Because I have not heard of you having received any flight training. I played MS Flight Simulator. Like, how long ago was that? I played a sim like 15 years ago. Yeah, that's about what I thought. She cannot run there. She cannot run there. I can make you fly. Let me draw a pair of wings on your character, then you fly. I mean, you know, yeah, but sadly, I have to pretend that I cannot fly, for the sake of, secrecy and stuff. I think it was FS 2000 back when they had flying lessons. Oh my god. Perfect. Grr, just hit. Thank you. You can... Oh, yeah. This is... You can't say a lot about this game, but like, this design just sucks ass. Solo secretly got it. Gives you an empty canvas. That's you flying, but invisible. Ooh, yeah, see, that's smart. That sentence at about 73 spelling mistakes. Salo will come to German airport with some chocolates to bribe the real Piolts to change the wheel with me. Yeah, you do that. Yeah, you know what? You do that. Okay, well, that was luckily just one anime. I hope everyone is doing well. Also, please bring chocolates to the airport because I don't have any. So, like, here's the thing, Salo. Like, if I had more time in my layover on my flight there, I might have even have considered, like, reaching out to you and, like, organizing something, but I think my layover in London is, like under 2 hours. Like, between landing and, like, lift off again, so... You know... Not really enough time. Bro, get the fuck out of London. I hear that place is kinda shitty. I mean, again, I'm not staying for long. So that's good, right? Adrenaline pump. Okay, run here. Always remember, we have that in Germany. I mean, we do. Okay, but for those who do not know, so like 2 years ago, I met with Salo in London, and I think it was even Westminster. Like, I think it was Westminster. Like, we left the we came out of like some kind of, like, it wasn't even the underground, I think, because we didn't take it, but something like that. And he's like, look, you know, he made me, like, he pointed out the, like, abbey slash the cathedral. I was like, yeah, we have that in Germany. Wait, I mean, you know, it's true, we do. We have that in Germany. We have a couple of them. I didn't mean to disrespect your cathedral, but you know, it's kind of, in the end, just you know. Okay, you're not gonna do anything. We wanna whack. Never mind, we miss. You take 2 to get here. And then you give this guy, though, a headshot. Nice. Okay, missed. Perfect. Perfect. Knife. Knife. I don't know. Just go there. And then knife. Psych. It's just a distraction. Wait. Did he manage to open the fucking door? Rude. Oh my god, please just hit. There we go. Jeeves. Are you trying to claw at someone across the map? No, she was standing right next to him. so I don't know how she managed to not hit. I love how I managed to do damage to her, though. Great. I'll make her blurry. And then heal her. You. Have a good lurk, Ocha, or probably sleep. Metidur. Completely ignores armor. Got wrecked. Oof. No. Ow. 1 damage. No. Oh well. Okay. Blocked. Okay. I'd like to finish this turn so that he doesn't take damage and doesn't need to get healed. So let's try to make that work. That one is a miss. What do you mean? Well, why are you question marking me? Salo has lost his Kutkat. Didn't you want to do intermittent fasting, Salo? Hey, do you wanna haste her up before you go? Okay, you headshot this guy, please. Then you this, and then you actually headshot him. Nice. Okay. Okay, he healed 4 hit points. That is good. Well, okay, he lost 1 hit point. I can live with 1 hit point being lost. Save. I try not to eat from 8 AM to 8 PM. Some days I do fail, but I've dropped 5 kilos. Nice, good job. Proud of you, buddy. Well, I haven't eaten today because I didn't wake up in time and had to go to work. Wait, so you're basically doing like, okay, this is not exactly the same because the hours are different, but like you're effectively doing like Ramadan. Because isn't intermittent fasting that you don't eat after a certain time? Or only at certain times? I don't even know why I went here, honestly. I just didn't want to click on this. But I'm also not sure, to be honest. Yeah, kind of the same Ramadan you eat after sunset. Yeah, true. Yeah. That's what I meant. Oh, where? Error. Bro said true. Yeah. Defense subroutine. Apex 057B not found. Primary automated security system offline. Secondary protocols engaged. Scan key or enter override code. Use a key card. I mean, we got it. Might as well, hey? Oh my god, and then we're waiting. Where the fuck you lying? Where are they? Over there is a guy. Okay. Can I aim at him? Wait, I can do stuff. Gate control. This takes all her movement. parkour, but in that case might as well run to here. Just to see more. Can I, in any world, throw a thingy-mabob all the way up there? Or I can hit one of them. Just barely. When 23% is your highest odd, it's not looking good for you. Iger. No, fuck! Okay, I'm stupid. Iger, why could I not select you? Just run forward. Stupid. Okay. Excuse me. Sirs? Sirs and gentle asses. You go here. You give her better aim. Okay. What the fuck? Oh. Of course you have fucking gargoyles. I was not aware that gargoyles existed in this world. That's fun. Well, let's rip and tear. Pierces one armor. Yes, please. Nice. Hey, can you make her faster so she can do that again? Need to find your Kit Kat? Go. Go. Get that Kit Kat. Can I can hit two, but one of them is my friend. So I do not want to do that. You. Become blurry, please. Thank you. Strips to armor. Good. I have 80 hit points. You're gonna sleep. Ignores armor completely. Good. Okay, perfect. Here's his armor. Knifed. 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 Oh. The fuck is that? Good news, you found it. Solo left it in the other room. Why would Solo do that? Okay, just get out of this stank. And then shoot this guy. Honestly, it's very refreshing to play a game where I do not know the enemies. Where I'm like, why did it just explode into a weird fart cloud? Also, is it gonna dissipate at some point, please? Why the dude in the fart cloud? I mean, I don't know, honestly. Hello? Mushy boys? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to just walk in there. Let's not even pretend. I mean, we could try. There's definitely one more gargoyle. Should we just try? We'll just try to open the gate. You know what? What's the worst that could happen? Automated security system offline. Menu door locks engaged. Looks like they know they can't depend on Apex to be their watchdog anymore. Someone manually locked the door. Leave the panel alone. Okay, though, I think Miss UMD can stat check all these randoms and one shot magic them all. I mean, yeah, that, like... She could. Most of them, at least. Nah, honestly, she had, like, the magic to deal with all of them. So, yeah. Okay, aim at this guy. Like, mark him. And then... we also keep you from moving. Maybe, hopefully. Good. You use your claws, please. Wait, but first you pump yourself full of adrenaline. Hey, Salo, as a apothecary or someone working in the medical field, what do you think of someone just pumping themselves full with adrenaline? Although, really wish you could get a mod to change one of them to funny face meta. It would be so funny to see him slap the shit out of you. It would be funny. We will make you faster. Please and thank you. And then you will just shoot this guy. Oh, come on, 4 hit points. Just a normal shot. And then... there we go. Yeah, and here comes the fascinating part where I have to walk up to one. Full of adrenaline? I say that seems cool on paper until you get a heart attack and or right rage. I mean, we used to do adrenaline but stopped because people died, so... I mean, but like, what's a couple of people? Am I right? Right? I mean, you know, it's just, you know... You know... You people. Exactly. That one as well. You people. I mean, let's be fair. Who here even likes people? Okay, then you aim in like this direction. You should not stand in there. That's icky. Can we summon anything here? Is there like a spirit that we can... You people, I mean, let's be fair. Who even like... I mean, listen. I said what I said. Yeah, how about you run up to there? And I will run up to here. And then you... a wounded one. So you can run up to here, trigger the thingamabob. Then honestly, this time you run away. Out of curiosity, is there a way to see how many quotes you have? I can. I do not have a command that offers that. Oh yeah, what did you end up like? Did you end up like? You don't have to answer obviously, but like, did you end up being in like, have you been in London yet, Alex? Because I remember now that you said it that you asked about like what to do in London, and I was like, well, I mean, it depends on how long you're there. And you were like, true. We were like, yeah, sometimes I have a point. I drank beer in the hotel bar. I mean... I guess that works, yeah. Wait, there's more? Who here is also... What? Where is enemy? Are you telling me that like this all will be like one big fight just because they can? I didn't take any pictures of Valhalla Cross because you didn't want to. What is that? Why does that not ring a bell at all? Okay, Grenadier, gotta love them. Paramilitary MI6. Oh, yeah. Might be best not to, you know, not to risk anything there. That is honestly valid. Okay, how about you with your mega movement? Run here. Oh, Tee. I mean, what the fuck? There's so many of them. And I have very much the shittier position. There are a few sites you can visit around there within walking distance or go to the park. But beer seems like a very valid thing to do. Yeah, no, you just fuck off again, please. Take out your pistol and like aim in this direction. And you give... you move here. And we'll just have to get ready to get absolutely obliterated, huh? Oh my god, all of them just suck. I took 6 damage so far. That's okay. 14, never mind. There we are. There we are with the damage, and so it starts. We go here. We mark you with our thingamabob. Okay. You. Please go there and hit this guy. Or I guess both of them, because that's what you do. Get that one. Get that one. Run away. Okay, we do this. We do this on yourself. As wild as that sounds, or on myself. On myself. On myself. Now we throw some knives. We shoot at this one, who has 1 hit point left, because of course. Take the double shot. Very nice. Switch to a shotgun, aim in this direction. And just hope that some enemy decides to walk into my field. Perfect. Luckily, they're enemies, they're NPCs, and they just are stupid. And are able to be manipulated. So that's good. Aww. The last knife didn't hit. That sucks. Okay, like this. You go here. Oh, this one has a cooldown. You could use it for some extra hit points, I think it is. Heal me, please. No. You. If you go here, can you see anyone? No. I feel in general you can probably see less. Oh no. It's the grenadier. Okay, he ran back. So, what does that mean? I could go here. Throw. No. No. I guess do nothing because I didn't run far enough. Run here. Just to check the situation. Don't activate that garbage. Go here, do this. You give her more accuracy. Then you aim this direction, and you please aim this direction as well. Oh. Oh, oh. Okay, so we see a guy all the way back there. Meaning, there's a chance that we can just moiter him. Also, can I just say, I love being able to manipulate and mess with enemy, like AI. They could have just stood there. And I would have been able to do jack shit. Okay, from where do we see you? From here. I managed to mark you somehow. That's honestly impressive, if I may say so myself. Yep. Always knew it. What did you know? What did you know? 60% chance. Yeet! Yeet! Okay, and you go like here. There was a K before new, but Twitch failed to load. God damn it, Twitch. Okay, minus 10% chance to hit, but a higher crit chance. No, survived. How dare you? Oh, there's at least 2 more. Ouch! Rude. That's just mean. Who got hit? Dietrich got hit. Okay. I just seen you didn't wrote good morning Salo in your Discord. If you have noticed the pattern, I wish individual good mornings to those who write it after me. If you wake up before me and you write good morning, you are included in the first good morning of the day. So, yeah. Run. Oh, there's a guy all the way over there as well, huh? Okay, well, that sucks. Hey, can you first heal yourself, please? Then make her faster. Thank you. No, but I don't like that. You know, that's the beauty. It doesn't matter. Okay. 33. That is not a lot, but maybe enough to kill the guy over there. Ow! Rude. What was that? Oh, you just healed him. You prick. The fuck was that for, huh? Dang it. Got knifed. Also, why the dude got spit on by yellow lizard. So, I love it. 2 of these things weren't true. First, this is my wife. She's a woman. Second, this is not a lizard. It's a gargoyle, but nice try. And why? Because they're disrespectful little shits. Yep. Yep. Yeet. And then you... Nerf Bolt. You are gonna snipe. Okay. Reload. Proper shoot. Good job. Go there. Oh, ow. Prick. Gargoyle. All stinky. They are. They sure are. I did not agree with you being there. You don't move. Never mind. You're allowed to move. Aha. Oh fuck, never mind. I wanted to laugh, but not enough AP. Grr. Do it anyways. 360 sniper. I'll try. How many hit points do you have? 55. Okay, then go for this guy. You get like 3. Sorry, let me forget who to attack. Lasts. This guy. Has less than 55 hit points now. Indeed. Hydro Dagger. Or just this again, because pierces armor. Huzzah. Yeet. 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 Okay, there's... Ow. Guess go there. You could have healed him. Oh, we can do that via range. Well, that would have been useful. Just take pot shots at this guy. I assume... Okay, no. So, let's see damage. We took 6. She has 15. He has 1, 0. Okay. If we find another thing that gives us a health pack, we will use it on her. Elevator console. Before I do that, let me save. There's not a dialogue conversation going on. Shut up. Cannot save during NPC turn. Save. Okay. There you go. And stretch. Okay. Oh god. And hydrate, yeah. I just did that, but honestly, I should do it again. Oh god. The screen on the elevator control panel displays randomly flickering characters and error messages. Error 4AC 43BC6. Primary security is late. Evacuation lab access level. Please contact 466 auxiliary air ducts for your notice. Primary turret controls. Please east stairwell. Bro, that's your 34th error message of the stream. Yeah, you know. Open sesame. Today's drink, by the way, diluted peach juice. It's just for... Nope, nope, not load. Nope, nope, save. Just for my sanity's sake. Why do you dilute it? Is it too strong? According, it's 50% fruit. Like, it's nectar. So it can be drank like that, like is, but I find it it's a bit too thick. It's quite strong, and I hydrate more if I dilute it, because the juice lasts longer and I have water with it. And it's basically just, you know, water with, you know, taste. New location. Hell yeah. Because Germans love their Schorle. No, 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 it's not a Schorle. It's just plain, it's still water. Yup, 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 yup. The lab below. After making your way across the manor grounds, you find the servants' entrance open and the immediate interior clear of any resistance. Close enough. Yeah. You find the elevator that you used during your prior escape waiting patiently for your arrival. It shudders to life now, ready to carry you down into the facility below. The place where Monica met Apex, and the world turned upside down. God, if I knew the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air song better, I would start quoting it. But it's like, in West Philadelphia, born and raised, something something neighborhood, something, and they're like, my life got turned right upside down. It's rap that I heard, like, when I was not as good in English. Plus, I'm not that great with, like, hearing lyrics during rap sections anyways. Where this whole thing began. Ooh, also why you laughing, huh? Punk. You wanna fight? Hello. Paramilitary security enforcer. I think my German is better than your English. Ist das so, ja? Kannst du mir dann bitte sagen, was die Quadratwurzel von 49 ist? Beziehungsweise wie viele S hintereinander in dem Wort Schiff, wie viele F hintereinander in dem Wort Schifffahrt sind? Ich bin know what you're talking about, 100% legit. Can you answer my question? They're inside the lab. Go for backup. The whole security network is down. Take cover. CC. Bean. Or Bein, which would be Spanish, yes, and then leg in German, which I'm not sure what you would want to say with that. Okay, they're running away. Because we're too cool. We're too cool for school. And then I run here. And I tell you to stop moving. Stop resisting! Can you run to any of them? No, you could run there. Okay, then run here and use your pistol for once. Oh, 12 damage. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Tiger. Can I not give this to myself? Anyways, Iger. Also, shoot better. Go here. Oh wait, this one somehow gives me protection. You didn't say I had to reply correctly. I mean, isn't that implied when you're asking someone to answer? Ow, pricks. Now I need to use a health pack. And I don't want to do that. So Sala wins. I don't think this is how any of this works. Okay. Get rid of this guy, please. Thank you. Thank you. Can you... No. Can you go here? And then... do this. And you... do this and this. Oh my god, thank god I cannot shoot my own people. Not intentionally, at least. Okay, very good. I need some hit points. You. Use yours on me. There we go. Good job. Why does everyone in the game seem to have a gun? 'Cause we're fighting armed forces, and it would be weird if security guards in a high security lab wouldn't have guns. As you stoop to pick up the guard's keycard, something catches your eye. A flash of light. Sweeping your gaze across the room, you see a variety of terminals, all displaying flickering error messages. Whatever security Apex provided here, it's offline now, leaving the machines unlocked and unprotected. It probably won't stay quiet in here for long. We should keep moving. Not just yet. There could be valuable intel in here, and we don't even know how big this facility is. We should sweep the area for clues before pushing forward. Alright, fine. We'll search the room, but let's do it quickly, yeah? I don't want to get stuck in here again. Repair jackboard. Terminal. Okay. I know they say they don't want to get stuck in here again, but like, what if I do leave? Repair jackport point. Although the access port has been replaced, black scorch marks still mar the surface of the matrix access panel. This is where Monica jacked in, where she met Apex. Is this where it happened? Yeah, this is where she died. She stares at the scorch mark that blackened the access panel. Poor Monica. Still can't believe that she's gone. We're not monsters, we have time to like mourn and stuff. Okay, terminal. The screen on the terminal flickers off and on and displays a flashing error code. Error for AC43BC6. Primary security offline. Error. Access doors are floodlights. Please engage LTG, your designated air duct. Admin access granted. Press any key to continue. Well, but where's the any key? Press a key. You press a key at random and the screen begins to flash. A piezoelectric beeper buried somewhere deep inside the terminal plays a series of chirps and the system reboots itself. Then, when the screen comes alive again, it's filled with text. Welcome, Administrator. Please select from the following options: Hypothermal File Studies, Artificial Lymphocytes and monoclonal antibody production, Hermetic Techniques for Slowing Radioactive Decay, Recent Development Notes. Well, we're definitely going to read all of them. Hypothermal File Studies. Oh, fuck. Are you shitting me? I was even considering going for Biotech 7. I was thinking about it back then. Well, we only have 5. The information on this entry is impossibly dense. It would take you a week and a stack of scientific journals to fully decipher. Skim over the entry. From what you can tell, this lab has been experimenting with thermophilic organisms, animals that thrive in temperatures high enough to kill most other organisms. Oh, hyper, not hypo. That's true. These are details on a variety of different species of test animals. It looks as though these scientists who were working here were attempting to extract some form of genetic information from them. But for what purpose, you cannot tell. Open the entry labeled Artificial Lymphocytes thingamabob. You open the entry and the screen fills with pages worth of scientific jargon. Well, study the entry. This entry covers the development of non-traditional techniques to encourage the production of monoclonal antibody cells. Also, I think you understood that word, but hyperthermophile is an organism that thrives in extremely hot environment from 60 C upwards. An optimal temperature for the existence of hyperthermophiles is often above 80 degrees. Yeah, that is quite hot. The research they're doing here focuses on mass-producing cells by way of artificial genetically identical lymphocytes that would act as factories for the protein. Not as hot as you. The lymphocyte cells. Also, if I ever reach 80 C or above, I feel I'm dead. The lymphocyte cells that have been produced here are robust and self-replicating, and they have proven viable in a wide variety of test animals. What any of this has to do with the Panacea project is not addressed. Open the entry labeled Hermetic Techniques for Slowing Radioactive Decay. Oh, spellcasting. Yeah, we have none spellcasting. The entry is overflowing with complicated, magical figures. It would take a skilled mage to decipher it. Nah, just don't consent to being hot. True. Attempt to read the entry. You pore through the entry for several minutes before giving up. The meta-magical terminology in use here is far too dense for a non-mage to understand. The only clue you're left with is the title of the entry. Apparently they use magic to extend the half-life of radioactive isotopes. Why they're doing it, you cannot say. I mean, they have a dragon that is radioactive, which is where the hypothermophile comes in as well. And then also the whole like lymphocytes and monoclonal antibodies and stuff like that probably. Recent development notes. Surprisingly, this entry is relatively easy to read. Skimming it over, you discover that these scientists here have been working on a variety of additional tweaks to a project called Panacea. Apparently, a batch of artificial lymphocytes developed for the project has recently been bound with an airborne RNA virus. Getting mango? Nice. The resulting microorganism is as infectious as the flu and exhibits a broadband capability to jump species barriers. Alright. The notes also discuss the bioagent Doom and the resident scientist's effort to deconstruct it. It appears as though they are attempting to improve upon the formula in some way. There's a moment of silence as the group absorbs everything that you've just read. I don't like the looks of this. Go. I don't like it at all. There isn't enough information here to know what this panacea is, but I can take a guess. I'm all ears, boss. Lay it on us. I don't think the panacea is a sort of delivery system. I think that panacea is a sort of delivery system for Doom. It's a virus, airborne and highly infectious, and it can produce Doom antibodies on command. But the radioactive payload that they carry is stable somehow, dormant. The magical research ties it all together. I don't think that any of this would work at all if magic weren't involved. 5 karma. What all of this tells me is that we need to shut Beauclair down. Whatever mad scientist bullshit he's planning on pulling with this stuff, it isn't going to be good for us. Agreed. Let's keep moving. We need to put a stop to this. I could have sworn that this would result in us being attacked, but apparently not. Also, can I do anything with the 5 karma? Not to my knowledge. I mean, nothing that at least matters. I feel here's my like take on all of this. I think this will end with us potentially like having the option to do a charisma check, but we will not have enough charisma or not the right like what they call it, etiquette to like convince him. So we will fail. A message flashes onto the status panel at your approach. Lab Security Central Control. Error 4AC43BC6. Primary security offline. Car key entry required. Insert car key card. Open sesame. Hello there. Apex control entity offline. Apex control entity. Yeah, hell yeah, brother. Hello, who are you guys? Can you please? Okay, you're not shooting me. That is nice of you, at least. Oh, I'll be able to jack in there. Nice. There's a locked safe. Okay. Enforcer, security, mercenary. Okay. Well, you are now marked. And now you cannot move. You take your adrenaline. You do slashy. You scratch her back. Good. You make her faster. And then make her better at aiming. You can go again, so you can go here. You can miss. Perfect. Just what I hoped for. Okay, 20. 10. That sucks. 9 only. Or rude. Did he just activate the thingy again? Which would be interesting. Solo's mango. Will now eat it. Where's mine? Solo. Where's my mango? Hello. Give me mango. I did cut up too. Nice. Sick. Get murdered. Are we looking hit point wise? Full 15, one missing, none missing. Good. That's what we like to see. Security terminal. Oh, we can check into everything here, huh? That's first locked safe. Locked. No shit. Lab security. Over primary offline auto lock override engaged. Leave alone. Okay. There's a security terminal. Oh, that one is offline. So we have to check in here. Select a decker. Me. I take everything with me, please. Thank you. Oop. Run. I want to say, are there instantly enemies? There are instantly enemies. And then we do degrade. And then erosion on you. Thank you. You can do these, please. Good. And then murder. Exterminate. Exterminate. Wow, 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 wow. Never watched Doctor Who, by the way, so I just know that there's the Dalek, the Hoovers that are the least threatening enemies ever, in my opinion. I just go exterminate, and everyone always panics when they see them. In my opinion, for no reason. Well, hello there. Die. And die, thank you. Okay, there's more of you. How about I summon an assassin? Assassinate. Hey, it worked. Psych. Ooh. Then we go here. Oh, there's a big one. Hello there, sir. Do you mind if I killer you? Which is funny, because killer is like killam, or is another word for to tickle in German. So can I killer you would be like, can I tickle you? Yup, today you learned. That's okay, you can attack this guy. I don't mind. Lab security network access. Perfect. And then we can just jump out. Okay, then we can go here probably, right? Lab security auto lock disabled. Okay. Unlock access lab security cameras. Access granted. Control box. Good. And we do not have the drone knowledge. What's in here? This is a drone remote control box with both manual and direct rig controls. Although its small screen is cycling error messages, it appears to be partially functional. A rigger would get the most use out of equipment like this. Sure. Add it to my inventory, I guess. And we will just send it to my stash. Because I can do nothing with it. Okay, there's a guy in there. Ooh, look at all this loot. It's a dream come true. Open. Enter storage, use keypad. Okay, I cannot just hack it, because I forgot that this game, like, you know, lets you be the best hacker there ever was. Except when you want to hack something. Hello there. Terminal. This terminal shows nearly featureless login screen. Well, Decking 5, have your decker hack an account. Hack an account. You find a selection of email files from various staff members. Number 1. Nairi, I know you need... Oh, I know you need to pass through multiple checkpoints to get outside for your smoke break. But that's no reason to break protocol and smoke in the lab. Number 2, that we're working with is dangerous. And your laziness is putting people at risk. Please, don't let it happen again. Lily. Okay, number 2. Dearest Talia, please stop asking me where my work has taken me. You know I can't tell you that. I make it clear, when we parted at the train station last year, security on this project is very tight, and all of our outgoing email is being scanned. Although we have been quite busy recently, I believe we are nearing a breaking point, and I can come home to you and Felix soon. All my love, Lily. And number 3. Klaus. Again, excellent work on the venting system. Everyone is very pleased with your performance. It seems like only yesterday that you were one of my interns, and here you are, a newly appointed department head. Beyond everything that I told you earlier, you also have access to the guard's storeroom in your section. Use access code 1247, and this is why you never, ever sent a password via email. 1247. In case of an emergency, that's for level 4 personnel and above, though, so keep it to yourself. Lily. Logout. Oh right, I forgot that they save things for me. Oh no. I think I accidentally clicked buttons that I didn't mean to click. Oh no. Because my hand was shifted some buttons to the side. Just give it a moment. Yup, okay. I think I just clicked too many buttons that I didn't mean to click. 1247. Use the keypad. 1247. Submit. Override accepted. Yay! What's in the box? Okay. Leave this item alone. And then we can do this. Because she is missing 15. Then I can do this on her. Give her the 15 back. And pick up this one. And this one is a pickup thingy, which we'll send into the mob. Okay, there's one guy in there, and he doesn't well, he looks like basic security, so maybe we're just lucky. Also, everyone, please come a bit further up. No? You guys don't wanna? Okay, another safe, and another open door. Okay, there's 4 people. I think that was just a guy. There's one, there was another one though. Do we just let them come in here? I feel they would do that for us. Honestly? Sure, yeah, let's just wait for them. Sure, cast it on yourself. Definitely what I wanted. And then just aim in this direction. Let's see. Oh, see? One of them decided to join already. Isn't that nice? There's another one. There's another one. Okay, so we're dealing with 5 people. Okay. Yeah, walk past her. Nice. Triggered that Overwatch as well. Perfect. Good knifed. Get knifed. Get knifed. You rip this person apart, please. Oh, they're a mage. Perfect. I don't know why the mage decided to walk in alone. But it wasn't the smartest choice. Go here, please. And you take care of this guy. Solo's eaten the mangoes. Wow. It didn't give me a single bite. Got shotted. Ow. Ow. Prick. Get knifed. Prick. Yeah. You too. Get knifed. Get knifed, I said. Hey. Prick. Just die. There we go. What did the other guy run into? I think he's trying to come from down here. Nope. He's running back up. Grrr, prick. I sent some over. You didn't get them? Must be the postman. Dang it. Dang you, postman! Damn you all to hell! Okay, she healed some hit points, but she had... Okay, she's taken 11. I'm gonna save and just consider dealing with it, because there's still this whole storage area. Admin access granted. Press any key to continue. I'm not gonna read all that crap. You press a key and the screen begins to flash. After a moment, the system reboots itself. When the screen winks back on, you find yourself staring at the contents of an administrative inbox. Welcome, Administrator. Unread message, Borchardt Hans. Unread message, Falkenrath Adolf. Unread message, Deneuve Ingrid. First message. From Borchardt Hans to admin. We need to organize an all-staff meeting. just got a message like, is it important? It's my niece. Okay. All staff meeting. I hate those. I like meetings I'm not in. We need to organize an all-staff meeting to discuss lab safety. Everyone is overworked and overstressed. That's a perfect recipe for workplace accidents. I'm telling you, we cannot afford any more accidents. The loss of Van Wyck has been hard on everybody. He was well liked, and watching him die in such a horrible fashion has been hard on morale. The staff is still committed to the cause. They all know what they signed up for, and they know how important this is, but losing such a good man because of such basic lapses in lab secure safety has been a difficult pill to swallow. Bouchard. Second message. Falkenrath Adolf to admin. I am writing this to request additional security for the animal testing lab. You know how large and vicious these creatures can be. Without more trained hardliners on staff, we're just begging for another accident. Remember what happened to Van Wyck? I'd also like to repeat my request that the animals be defanged, declawed and muzzled, preferably someplace far away from the lab. Or our having to use them is unavoidable due to their genetic similarity to our targets. But that doesn't mean that we can't take precautions. Okay, here's my personal theory based on that as well. We're gonna read the last one, but then I will tell you my personal theory about like what's going on here. Deneuve Ingrid to admin. I just wanted to thank you for pushing to bring the new hermetic lab online. It's good to know that you're listening to our requests. The research that the hermetic researchers have been doing should make our work with the Panacea much more manageable. Enough. Okay, so here's my theory. So, hyper-thermophile creatures were, like, looked at. They developed a virus that is highly infectious called Doom, radioactive, that can be activated. And something magic. My assumption is they are trying to rid the world of dragons. And the virus is meant to target or spread to dragons by just infecting everyone, but only affecting the dragons. That is my theory at this moment. No, but in How I Met Your Dragon there are tons of dragons. What does that have to do with my theory? Also, it's not How I Met Your Dragon. That sounds like a funny crossover though. Okay, there's people there, which we know. Then there's these. And we can just sneak around. Oh, I just wanted to turn the camera, but they don't let me. Hello, everyone. Oi, what the fuck? You cannot just hit me without me being able to. I was supposed to ambush you, not the other way around. Okay. No. Oh, no, that's just absolute bullshit. Again, why is there no mechanic that allows me to sneak and or ambush anyone? My people are clustered, they get to go first. They get into position, they get to, like, work with me being clustered, and just throw grenade after grenade if they really wanted to. The fuck? And yes, I started the same way, the same fight. Because I'm hoping that this time I'm more lucky. Okay, he missed. It's only me and I think Dietrich. Okay, we do this. Like 1 grenade, 2 grenades. Die mage, please. Die security guard. Run away a bit. You become faster or be able to do more. I mean, eviscerate this nerd. Never mind. Kick him in the nuts though. Do it more often. Become blurred. Go and scratch this guy too. Nice. Fuck. Oh my god, please, Iger. Why you suck? Please don't suck. Okay. Was definitely the best melee combat technique. Kick him in the nuts. I mean, it works. Usually, no? Yeah, giving her blur was such a good decision. I cannot currently see anyone. That doesn't suck. I don't know what does. Throw it this guy, I guess not. Throw it this guy. I guess not. Throw it this guy, please. Thank you. Just go for both of them, please. Okay. Okay, you cannot blur again, sadly. I could. Oh yeah, he does have these things. Earth fetish. Summon. Friends within range 3 gain medium cover. Target loses all. Target gains 2 armor. Everyone around you has medium cover, that's good. Everyone around you will take a bit less damage. And then please make Iger be actually able to hit something. Okay. One kill at least. Missed. Both missed and missed. Missed is shit, by the way, in German. It's like the slightly less aggressive version of Scheiße. Okay, very good, very good. They don't hit as much, so that's what I'm saying. Very good, very good. Obviously, I'm not a fan of them hitting at all, but as long as I'm hitting a bit, I am... I'm okay. Okay. You, Iger, please. Can you please kill... Thank you. And move like over here. And you cannot do much more. And with much more, I mean anything. Okay, he cannot do anything. Slash, slash, slash. And another one. Good. Got that one. You mean? Give... Honestly, her for next turn more accuracy. And you can get 3 for an 8% chance of you. Mercenary, mercenary, mercenary. Kills normal armor and targets willpower. You will be petrified, please. You have a lot of armor. Gain more hit points. Okay. They're standing nice and next together. That's great, honestly. That is good. So now I can just move here and throw like this lovely little phosphor grenade in there. And then I can throw knives at everyone. And then you can go like... No, this costs 2. For fuck's sake. This costs also 2. And you only have 2. You can stand here. I guess. Shoot your magic lightning ball. You just run through. Oh my god. I guess you miss. You can go after this guy though, please. Would be great at least if you did. You just run here. Honestly, how about just a frag grenade? You know, for good measure. You just get all the AP, honestly. Might as well, huh? You run there and bonk him? Never mind, we'll try again. There we go. Ugh. Okay. I'm honestly glad if you just shoot this guy. I don't care. Because that is quite honestly not a priority to keep him alive. But murdering everyone else, now that is a priority. What if I put you here? Can you shoot this guy? Sure can. Nice. So, and then go here. And you get at 10%. Enough to walk over and murdering everyone else. No, that is yeah. I mean, you know, it is. It is. Wait. There's a large crack that runs right through this section of the wall. What were you trying to tell me with that? Okay. What does that mean? Does that mean I can't throw a grenade? Take care of myself, okay. Safe. Drink. Cheers. Stretch. Good. Oh god. And then shift my butt a bit, shuffle around, sit more straight. Okay, let's see, can we somehow... Can I use this? No. What do they want to tell me with this? There's a large crack that runs right through this... Yeah. So I would have assumed, based on that, that there's something I need to blow up. I want to have that loot. Okay, guys, you cannot just tell me that I cannot have that loot. This is horrible. Okay, I have to look this up. What the fuck? Shadowrun. Run. Dragonfall. Nope, that's not how you spell it. Does it say anywhere? The lab below. Loot room. Large crack, yes. What do they mean with that? The crack needs a little help from inside. Like maybe some exploding drones. Oops. I just... Okay. This is dumb. Yeah, it is a bit dumb. Okay. So they don't give me loot. They tell me that there's all this loot, but they don't let me have it. 0 out of 10 game. Would never play again. Let's save properly. Yep, I know. All because we decided to be hacker and not cool person. Yeah, with this 5 points, I could give me quickness, I could increase my dodge. Which does nothing to me. Increase my willpower, which does nothing to me. Yeah, no, I get nothing. I mean, it's nice, but in the end, absolutely lootless. Yeah, hashtag lootless. Panacea. The sounds of machinery fade behind you as you venture further underground. Whoever built this facility was clearly well financed. It must have taken years to design, excavate, and build a complex like this in secrecy. You continue through dimly lit halls, finally stepping into what appears to be another laboratory area. The corridor before you is deserted. Dr. Adrien Vauclair is somewhere within this facility, and with him the answers you seek. Continue. Okay, well, and ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, are you ready? Oh, never mind. Longer hallway. Hello. Yeah, definitely not where. Oh, hey, look, it's definitely not Adrien Vauclair. And this is definitely not where I get to fight something, so... Hello. The old man behind the glass works feverishly at his console, glancing up at you when he can. A cigarette dangles from his mouth, its bluish smoke curling around his head. An overflowing ashtray sits on the lab table in front of him. The years have not been kind, but his features are instantly recognizable. Despite his age, he still has the strong chin and high cheekbones that you remember from Green Winter's DVD. This is Adrien Vauclair. As you approach, he stops what he's doing, a look of intense irritation on his face. He clears his throat and a harsh rasping sound emerges from the loudspeaker next to the glass.
So you're the Shadowrunners that Audran warned me about. I assume you've left a trail of corpses in your wake.
And you must be Dr. Vauclair. Oh, is Audran around? I've got a message for him from Paul Amsel.
If you wish to speak with my security captain, that can be arranged.
He reaches down, flips a switch. You hear a loud thud and a click behind you as the door locks shut.
You'll find that the blast door behind you is sealed, and that the laboratory you occupy is fully secured. An important precaution. We keep our test subjects in there, and they're far more dangerous than you.
He takes a drag off his cigarette.
I won't permit you to cause any further harm, Shadowrunner. You will remain trapped where you are for your own good.
The hell I will. Iger, why don't you tell the doctor how we feel about being trapped? When you come out of your little fish bowl and play. Hey Iger, how about you tell the doc how we feel about being trapped? With pleasure. In one smooth motion, Iger raises her shotgun and unloads a spread of pellets into the glass. Clang into the window, ricocheting wildly in all directions. I was gonna say, she might as well just kill us. The surface remains unblemished.
The window between us is made of decode, treated plast and transplast. Do whatever you like to do. Do it. You'll find that it's quite unbreakable.
The bastard's right. Nothing we're carrying can even scratch Dicode. That glass is essentially sheathed in diamonds. We need military-grade explosives to crack it. She frowns. We're stuck in here.
No.
He fixes you with a level stare.
I want to know why in hell you've so violently interjected yourself into my business. First, you break into my estate, which you didn't even know was mine, apparently. Then you spent what must have been a small fortune to track me down. You locate my AI, destroy it, then drive all the way out to the countryside. And finally you shoot your way into my laboratory. He leans forward, hands on the table, his eyes narrowed into a piercing stare. So I have to ask you, Shadowrunner, who are you? And why in God's name are you here? You first tell me what's going on here now. We came to find you, Vauclair, to help us stop Feuerschwinge. Except the Feuerwing wasn't the one after us after all. It was you all along, wasn't it? Yeah. Vauclair sighs, covers his face with his pale, nicotine-stained hands. To help you stop Feuerschwinge. That's ironic. But yes, you are correct. I'm the one who has been hunting you. The one who sent Apex and Ordran after you. You're going to pay for that, you bastard. I take the Kreuzbazar, Vauclair. Why kill Paul Amse? It was necessary to preserve the secrecy of my work. For the greater good of all. I know I've wronged you, and for this, I'm sorry. He sighs a long, rattling sigh that quickly turns into a violent fit of coughing. The sound echoes over the loudspeaker. Collects himself. Continues. I don't expect you to understand, nor do I have time to explain it to you. He straightens, glances back at the screen on his side, nods curtly. Now, I must know. How did you learn that I was still alive? How did you even know to look for me? Did someone send you? Your brother said you were the world's only hope to stop Feuerschwinge from returning. Your brother got us into this mess. He hired us to break into your estate, piece the rest together from his journals. Found out about you from your brother, Vauclair. Was trying to find you, right up to the end. Well, there was an antiquated DVD storage device, a bunch of talk about the Dragonfall, oh, and the bloody corpse of a guy named Green Winters. Maybe you knew him? Yeah, no, your brother got us into this mess. He hired us to break into your estate. We pieced the rest together from his journals. Claire starts, then sudden movement. And the sudden movement of his arm sends his overflowing ashtray flying from the table in a cloud of ash. My brother, hear me. It's been years. Have you seen him? How is he? 1 second.
And I return. Hello.
Oh, he doesn't know about his brother being dead because of him. His brow furrows. He takes a step towards you impatiently. Well? Oh, you mean you didn't know? You killed him too, just like Paul and Monica. I mean, he's great. I mean, dead as a doornail. Somebody's pet. AI fried his brain, but other than that, he's great. Yeah. I'm sorry, Doc. I was digging too deeply into Feuerschwinge, so Apex killed him. He slumps into the chair next to him, his whole body shaking. I didn't. He's suddenly overcome by another fit of coughing. He steadies himself on one arm of the chair. Yeah, I think he just doesn't know. I think he thinks what he's doing is necessary.
like secrecy because else the dragons would find out and stuff like that. And he didn't know about his brother. He didn't know about anything. He doesn't even know why we even went here in the first place. Which he said.
Apex clutches his chest. I should have never trusted that thing.
Closes his eyes and a tear traces its way down the gaunt hollow of his cheek.
Oh, Hermie, the things I've sacrificed, all for this, all for Panacea, all for tonight.
Panacea, your modified virus. What's tonight, Doctor? What are you planning with Panacea? Or for what, Beauclair? Tell me what's going to happen tonight. You owe Hermie that much. Like the virus, what are you planning to do with it? He looks up, dazed, his eyes unfocused.
Yes, you know about it then? Panacea is my life's work. A permanent solution to an age-old problem.
Told you.
It will mean the end of the dragons. Not just Feuerschwinger, all dragons.
Explain yourself, or let me get this straight. You had a bad experience with one dragon, so now you're going to wipe out an entire species? I mean, kind of all of them are shitty. To my understanding, there are quite a few dragons out there, Doc. Powerful dragons. I don't think they'll support your plan. Why didn't you say so? That plan doesn't sound crazy at all. And I'm sure you have your reasons. I just don't care. Now tell me what's happening tonight. Explain yourself, Doctor. Beauclair fumbles in his pockets, produces a fresh cigarette. He lights it with shaking hands and breathes in deeply. The orange glow of the cigarette flares brightly. When he exhales, the words spill out with the smoke.
The firewing burned and murdered and caused untold damage to their bestial rage until the Dragonfall, until I stopped her. But the destruction was merely a symptom of a greater cancer. Feuerschwinger wrought destruction with fire and claw. The dragons today, Lofur, Dunkelzahn, Celedur, they kill and conquer with salaire tools. Deception, manipulation, corruption. He spits with disgust. They use us as pawns, playing pieces, puppets in their millennia-long machinations. Oh yes, dragons are a cancer, one that will conquer, or worse, destroy all of humanity if we do not stop it, one that metastasized when the world awakened. An ironic metaphor, since it was the failing of my own body that allowed me to see it. Let me guess, you have cancer. Probably lung cancer by the amount of cigarettes he's smoking. Go on. Let me guess, do you have cancer? Late stage 2. If I had to guess, I'd say leukemia. Leukemia? Okay. He's racked again by violent coughing. Allows it to subside. Takes another long drag of it on his cigarette. The ash creeping closer and closer towards his mouth. Your friend is correct. I suffer. What is Luke doing to the emir? It's a shipping name. You know. It's just people ship them together. They think they make a cute pairing. So let's not ask what Luke is doing to Emia. I suffer from cancer of the blood, brought by the radiation of the socks, no doubt. It was when I heard my doctor's diagnosis that I realized what I had to do, what my life's work would be in the time that I had left. I'm sorry, Army. I'm sorry that you won't be able to see it for yourself. I'm sorry I failed you.
Claire turns his attention back to the computer. Stopping out a cigarette, he grabs a fresh one from his pack and lights it. Jesus, this is the third cigarette.
Tonight I will release my Panaker to the world. And how absurd that the instrument of Dragonkind's destruction.
He presses a button on the terminal and a large observation window at the far end of the room rises and slowly opens.
Will be carried out by Feuerschwinge herself.
Oh, what a cute puppy. Look at her. Such a good girl. Through the glass you see the prostrate form of a dragon far below. An enormous set of shackles bind it, and a maze of tubes snakes into its body. Tubes connected to a cruel-looking apparatus that has been mounted. Can we talk about how the dragon ends here? There's no more body afterwards. Unless she's supposed to be stuck in the floor. The tubes connected to a cruel-looking apparatus that had been mounted to the wall.
Son of a bitch, look at that. He found her alive in the socks after all. Tonight the fire wing will fly again. Infected with Panaker, she will slowly be destroyed from within, but before that happens, she will provide the catalyst for global transmission of the virus.
Catalyst? What catalyst? As if spurred on by the sight of the dragon below, he begins typing furiously at his terminal.
Feuerschwinger's fire will carry the agent in his dormant state. Any metahumans exposed will become carriers, will spread the disease to other dragons. The carriers will be infected with Panaker as well, but it will not harm them, to non-dragons. It is a nuisance, nothing more.
Called it! Ooh, damn!
Woo! When a critical mass of carriers is achieved, my Panaker will become unstoppable. It will spread across the globe in a relentless tide. However, if it does not reach this critical mass, it will fizzle, die out, become inert.
Become a nerd.
Hence, the need for a ground zero, a flashpoint for a mass infection event.
He looks to the ceilings, mumbling to himself.
I'm sorry, Hermé. I know how you loved your flux state, but that doesn't matter now. It must be Berlin.
To be fair, I mean, it's smart. Berlin is at least currently the most densely populated city in Europe, or in the EU. So, I mean, kind of makes sense. Hold on a second, you're going to sick the Firewing on Berlin? He continues his work, filled with feverish energy.
To save the world, yes. For Panaker to work, Berlin must burn.
Berlin.
A sacrifice, one for the greater good.
I feel this is kind of the trolley problem that we're ahead of. We're kind of looking at a version of the trolley problem, where we can do nothing, and we kill the city of Berlin. And everyone within, probably. Trolley problem? It's a, I'm sure you've heard of it. So, you're standing at a, in front of you is a lever. You see a train moving, and you're being told, if you do nothing, the train will continue on its planned track and will drive over 5 people. Random people. From all, different, ethnicity groups, like different slices of life, like ages, everything. But you can also use the lever in front of you, changing the route of the train, saving the 5 people, but on that other route there is 1 person tied to the tracks. Random person, you don't know them. So the choice is, do you do nothing and 5 people die? Or do you actively intervene and choose that 1 person dies? And the trolley problem is inaction an action? Because if you do nothing, are you responsible for the people's death? You push the fat man, obviously. This isn't Thomas the Tank Engine. There is no fat man. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah. There's a whole website with different... It's very funny. If I remember, I will link it in the Discord. There's a whole website with like different versions of the trolley problem. I would just walk away, not my issue. See, that's an answer. But through your inaction, you caused the death of 5 people. It's an interesting thing, because there's like, there's arguments for all sides. And it's effectively real life, right? Like, for example, assuming you see a crash, if you do nothing to help anyone, are you responsible if someone dies? But if you decide to run in and help someone and then someone dies, I know by law you're not responsible because of the Good Samaritan Act or something, at least in America. Or like rule. Like, as long as you acted in good faith effectively. It's such a tough choice. It is, isn't it? But it's like it's the typical thing that like people have to deal with, especially in like in war situations, right? If you kill 1 person, like if I told you, like, and that's where like variations of the like trolley problem come from, right? Where it's like, if I tell you that the 1 person, hello Lofty, that would die if you flip the lever, is right before, like, is so close to, developing a cure for cancer. Does that change anything? If I'm telling you that the 5 people are all criminals, or that they are also scientists, right? Like, we put value on people's lives, whether or not we want to or not, whether or not we realize it or not. Because I'm quite sure, if I tell you that, like, the 5 people are criminals, and the 1 person is, isn't, you will leave the 1 person alive. I'm quite sure. You'll not even feel too bad, because, well, they were criminals. If I tell you the 5 people are all kids, and the 1 person is a criminal, you will most likely pull the lever. You will actively choose to kill the 1 person, the criminal, to save the kids. But there's, because we put a value on people. We give them scores. Also, yeah, hello Willofty, hello everyone. I'm Urs. I play video games, mostly role-playing games, all kinds of stuff, or story-focused games. I do silly voices. I'm not a professional, I just do it for shits and giggles. We are currently playing Shadowrun Dragonfall, where a dragon fell and we run the shadows. And this guy got from me a bad French accent. So here we go. Also, he wants to set Berlin on fire.
Feuerschwinger will breathe infected fire upon Berlin. Thousands will die, and through that destruction, the virus will take into the air.
Oh, I silly person, and I do the intro for you. Like, before I raid, I do the silly resume for you. Perfect. Much obliged. I hope you only say good things about me.
A critical mass of Berlin's meta-human population will be exposed, but no one will ever even think of to quarantine the city until it's too late. The flag state lacks any centralized authority. Corporations will evacuate their own. Thousands will flee the city, infected.
I said Ursicle is a nerdy person who plays nerdy games and only play Pathfinder. Very chill, very nice. And never ever in his life will he play Peak with Lofty because he hates them. No, but that's very true, except for the part of me only playing Pathfinder. I have been playing different things so far as well. He mutters, his voice growing more detached. Also, I played a different game from Pathfinder with yours truly, Loaf, right there. Because we found a way out. The Baldur's Gate and the Dishonored. Yeah, indeed. Exactly.
Oh yes, Hermie, Berlin is a perfect flashpoint. It should be Berlin. That is the French pronunciation after all. No, it's okay, you can say Berlin. It wasn't supposed to happen tonight, no, but this little intervention of yours leaves us no choice. So let us see.
And maybe if my memory is serving me right, you played Fortnite. I did play Fortnite like 3 or 4 times with BB and Danny, yeah. That is also true. I mean, I also played Uno, I played Portal 1 and 2, I played Evoland, where I never finished the second game yet, because it's honestly, in my opinion, I don't know, it's too different. But yeah, I played Dishonored 1, 2, Death of the Outsider. I played Shadowrun. I played Vampire the Masquerade, different games, both the role-playing game as well as the visual novels. I read. That one isn't playing Pathfinder. Played silly little games. I played a bit of Prey. I played Data Everything a tiny bit. I played Only Cans. I played Hades in the beginning. I did Hades runs. Oh yeah, and I have no mouth and I must scream. I did as well.
He squints at his screen. Tonight, wind patterns dictate that Ground Zero would be Tempelhof Schöneberg. Highly populated, the virus will spread quickly enough from there. It's only a few kilometers from the Kreuzbazaar. Don't do it, Vauclair. I swear, I will make you hurt if you do, and I will make it last.
Vauclair sighs, shuts his eyes tight, brings a shaking hand to his temple.
We all know that is not going to happen. You're trapped here. Important to stop this from happening, and it will happen. And hope you are having a nice evening. I am indeed. I've been playing this game. I don't know if I'll finish it today or... honestly, I feel like I'm very, very close. So like maybe I'll just definitely finish it today, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do on Thursday. The old man eyes the cigarette butt in his hand, fishes out another from the pack and lights it with the first. Then he returns to his console. That's the fourth cigarette he's been smoking since we started talking. Pathfinder 3? No. So after this, so the next game, I don't know if it's gonna be Shadowrun Hong Kong. I'm gonna look into it and like what the game is, like what the reviews are saying. Maybe. Because while I enjoy these games, and like it is interesting to learn about the lore and stuff, I kinda want to play something else. I kinda want to switch to Star Wars. But Star Wars will be after my hiatus. Especially because I'm not going to start it for like a day and then vanish for a month. But I also still need the art from Ocha, for which I still need to give her references. But I'm not sure what to look for, so maybe I do that. Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. The old man eyes a cigarette butt in his hand. Oh, we just read that. Then he returns to his console, reaching to the side for a microphone. He mutters something into the receiver. Can just barely make out the sound of the name Audran. When he turns to address you again, his voice is level. The shaking in his hands seemed to have subsided. Security will be here soon, and they will take care of you. Do not worry, you will not be harmed. The sacrifice that I'm making tonight is a necessary evil. It cannot be helped. But so long as you remain confined, I see no reason to kill you too. You don't burn a city and call it a sacrifice. You call it what it is. Mass murder. Are you going to get Firefinger to go along with this plan of yours? I hate to say it, Doctor, but I think that I agree with you. How are you gonna get Firefinger to go along with your plan? Auclair continues his work. That's simple enough. He gestures to his left. She has no choice. The gaunt woman in the containment cell stands rigidly, her face pressed against the glass, her haunted yellow eyes tracking your every move. She appears frightened, disoriented, lost. Her mouth moves silently, her voice muted by their glass cage. So the story Screenwinters found were true. Feuerschwinger's astral form was separated from her body when she fell. You trapped it somehow. Yes, but that came later. In 2012, we took down Feuerschwinger with an experimental weapon. This device, suffice it to say, I couldn't fully predict how it would affect her. In 2036, I led a research team into the Sox. I had to know what really happened to the creature that I had slain. We found her alive in a way. The dragon's astral form, her spirit, you might say, had been ripped from her body by the weapon. It was trapped inside a young woman living inside the socks. A mob of glowpunks revered her, treated her like a goddess. I transported the young woman and the dragon's body here, where I could study them. You mean that she's been in that cell for almost 20 years? The old man nods absently. No choice. A creature separated from its astral form cannot live more than a few hours before both die. It was the high-intensity radiation from the socks, combined with the magical creature inside her, that allowed the woman to live for as long as she has. So, Claire seems almost eager to explain. The environment within her containment chamber mirrors that of the socks. It has allowed us to keep our Schwinger alive all these years, while her bestial shell remains chained up below. Now, as for her physical form, that will be simple as well. We've drilled a series of electrical charges directly into her skull. When we release the Fire Wings body empty of her astral self, we will trigger all of the vicious instincts and primal urges left in the reptile brain. She will unleash her fire where we commanded. It'd go insane if I was trapped like that for 20 years. Astral dragon stuck in a jar, big dumb dragon body rigged up to obey your command. Got it. He shrugs. I'll summarize all you wish. History will prove me right, nevertheless. I am done discussing with you. Urschwinker must fly, Berlin must be sacrificed, and it must be tonight. Now, where is that damn Ordran? You don't burn a city and call it a sacrifice. Okay. Okay, everyone. It's trolley problem time. Do we agree with him? Or do we not? Do we kill thousands of people to get rid of dragons? Potentially get rid of dragons so that more people or less people will die in the future because of them? Or will we get rid of this plan somehow, probably, and save some people, but the dragons will survive? Pick the one that makes more people die. Mwahahaha. I mean, it's difficult, right? Because technically more people will most likely die through the dragon's machinations. But that's long term. I think I partially agree with him, but not the way he's executing it. There should be a different way. So I think I will go with, you don't burn a city and call it a sacrifice. You call it what it is. Mass murder. Auclair stiffens, turning to face you. Anger washes across his face. Was it mass murder when America dropped the atomic bomb on Japan? But a myopic would say yes, just as you are now. They did it for a cause, to shorten the agony of war, to save the lives of thousands upon thousands of soldiers. Yes, the end justifies the means. Yeah, there we go. Etiquette academic would save this, and we didn't have enough that we gained. The old man is trembling now. I do the same for the good of the world. You know that America was pretty divided on the morality of that act, right? Some even considered it a crime against humanity. Yeah,
we didn't have the points. We got 5 points. We would have needed... this is 3... And then we would have needed 2 more points. So we could have picked it. Oh sure, except that we're not at war with dragons. I'm not buying a doc. Ending a war and exterminating an entire intelligent species are two very different things. Not interested in ancient history book here. Murder is murder. Yeah, but we're not at war with dragons. No, we are not. Not in the conventional sense. In wars there are sights, battle lines, clarity. This is something else entirely. But the stakes are just as high. Higher, perhaps. Humanity was born to reproduce, to multiply, but dragons? Dragons were born to acquire, to accumulate, to hoard, to strive to bend the world to their will. Humanity has conquered the air, land and seas through sheer numbers. Dragons, however, employ different means altogether. Throughout history they have allowed us to do the heavy lifting. They pull the strings. There are 17 great dragons in the world today. 17 ancient worms, millennia old, slowly dividing the planet into 17 piles of gold to nest upon, in front of our eyes. Once upon a time they burned castles to steal the treasure we collected, laid waste to entire armies. But here in the sixth world, it is no longer about tooth and claw and fiery breath. The old man's voice seethes with hatred. Now it's public relations, marketing, mergers and acquisitions. You see it every day, dragons on the tree they are. In the boardrooms they gather influence, wealth, power, continually hoarding, until one of them sits atop it all. Perhaps not in this cycle of the world, perhaps not the next, but one day one worm will stand alone, triumphant, with all of humanity as its cattle, with all the world as its price, and that... He trembled, his voice dropping to a whisper, that I will not allow. What if this virus mutates into a strain that can kill us, too? We're intelligent, we do get an option, hell yeah. An intelligent question from the Shadowrunner. Surprising. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to explain it to you in detail. Since you are locked in that laboratory, with no chance of an escape, I don't really need to. But understand this, I'm an expert in my field. That is not an idle boast. That is not an idle boast. It is a certifiable fact, and I have worked with nearly unlimited resources for over 40 years, focused on one goal, 42 years of isolation, of secrecy, debt to the world, debt to my brother, for this, my life's mission. It will work. He looks down. I promise you, Ermi, it will work. Your Panacea is built on the back of an RNA virus, yet you aren't worried about the possibility of mutation? It had to be an RNA virus, no choice in the matter. If Panacea is to work, it must be robust, untreatable. A DNA virus wouldn't fit the bill. You aren't listening, Doctor. He's right. RNA polymerases are notoriously prone to replication errors. Any first-year biology student could tell you that. You have no way of knowing how your Panacea will mutate once you let it go. You're playing with fire, in every way imaginable. I am not a first-class biology student. I am the forefront of my field, and I've told you, it will work. I've spent decades on this, studying it, proving its effectiveness. Another spasm racks his chest. He leans against the desk, gasping for breath. You will respect that. And we do not have academic. God damn it.
Because I say so doesn't cut it, Doc. Not when the stakes are this high. What you Sinogol is saying makes sense, and you know it. You may be crazy, but you ain't stupid. Are your findings peer-reviewed, Vauclair? Or are you so invested in this idea of exterminating dragons that you're acting on faith? Ooh, but he thinks he's the best. However sure you are that your panacea works, you can't risk releasing it, Vauclair. There's too much at stake. He laughs softly. You're exactly right. Shadowrunner, there's too much at stake. Too much at stake. Do not act. Takes another drag on a cigarette. After all, science has always attracted its share of doomsayers. During the development of the atomic bomb, Compton and Oppenheimer expressed concern that a fission explosion could ignite the Earth's atmosphere. Fermi even took bets on it. I think there's too much at stake. Well. The group's research later indicated that the ultimate catastrophe was unlikely, so they continued forward. Takes a long drag on a cigarette. Yes, I will show the same resolve that those great minds did. I will not be deterred. This plan of yours killed your brother. Was it really worth it? If you succeed at this, eliminating dragons will create a dangerous power vacuum. Look, you're not infallible, Doc. We've already made mistakes here, and people died as a result. The plan may have problems, but you're right. It's your best shot. I won't stop you. Yeah, no, you're not infallible. You're only human. Claire looks amused. Mistakes? He uses the tip of his cigarettes to gesture at the glass. So says the career criminal trapped in the containment room. I've read some of your inter-office communications. There have been a number of deaths here over the years, haven't there? He pauses. We have suffered losses, yes? They were tragic, but the people here accepted that they would be risks. They made their own choices. I wouldn't take the blame for that. No, of course you won't. But I think folk might undermine the hero myth that you've built up around yourself. Yet that they made their own decisions. From what I read, it sounds like those people died from your negligence. Basic lapses in lab safety, it said. He glares at you through the glass. Is there some point that you're trying to make? Or are you just trying to anger me? The point is that everyone makes mistakes, even you. And yet, you want to roll the dice with a biological weapon. Mostly I was hoping to piss you off, yeah. You've already screwed up, Doc. People died because of it. You're going to risk that happening on a global scale? Yes. Are you willing to roll the dice with a biological weapon? It will work, I'm telling you. Bet you told your researchers that their lab would be safe too. Look how that turned out. Yeah, sure, somehow I don't find your reassurance very convincing. Yeah, your researchers in the lab. The muscles at the corners of his mouth tighten. Am I even talking to you? You're trapped in there, and I've still got work to do. Otran will be here for you soon enough. The old man turns away from you, studying some invisible detail on his console. He looks irritated. This plan of yours killed your brother. Was it really worth it? Your plan may have problems, but you're right. Yeah, no, it already killed your brother. To be fair, he could at that point be like, yeah, well, so. Killed your brother. Was it worth it? Vauclair's fist slams on the table, sending a cigarette flying in a cascade of sparks and ash. No, nothing can make that right. Nothing! Runs a hand through his unkempt hair, blinking through a haze of sudden tears. Damn it, Army. Couldn't you just let me go? You don't have to add to his loss, Doctor. This doesn't need to continue. Listen to reason, Vauclair. Would Hermie want you to do this? Oh, did your brother die? It's funny because you're about to murder my entire Keats. Listen to reason, Vauclair. Would Hermie want you to do this? You did not know my brother Shadowrunner. Do not presume to speak to me on his behalf. Hear me what would support me in this, if you know what I've done, what I know.
Watched hours of your brother's video footage, Beauclair. It was the most sarcastic but what the fuck sentence ever. What? I probably know him better than anyone alive. Accepting yourself. Accept yourself, not accepting yourself. Unless he was as crazy as you are, I doubt that. Maybe he would. That doesn't make it right. I've watched hours of your brother's video footage. His face twists into an ugly sneer.
You've watched footage? That makes you think that you know the man? You know nothing.
You know that he wanted you to stop all of this years ago. He begged you to. And you promised him that you'd try. Beauclair falls silent. A wisp of smoke traces its way from the tip of a cigarette to the ceiling. He's right, Beauclair. Your brother was a miserable bastard. But he did die trying to save you. If we don't turn back from this, his death will have meant nothing. Nothing at all.
That's enough. Hermes' death was a tragedy. I will not let you use it to manipulate me.
Beauclair straightens, his expression is livid, but his body language tells a different story. The rage that shook him seems to have burned itself out. Now he just looks tired. If you succeed at this, eliminating dragons will create a dangerous power vacuum. He laughs.
A pointless argument. Any power vacuum created through dragonkind's extermination will be filled by meta-humanity. Any backlash will right itself over time.
I'm playing the long game. Shadowrunner. Solo needs to get ready for bedtime. Solo tired, that is understandable.
One that has been played out over thousands of years. When you think on that scale, everything seems possible. Humanity will endure and the dragons will perish.
There are worse things out there than dragons. Beauclair, exterminating one threat could open the door to another. He grinds his teeth in exasperation.
Another pearl of wisdom from the Shadowrunner. The great dragons represent an incalculable threat to our survival as a species. To spare them for fear of some unknown nebulous danger would be absurd.
Oh, I guess we... I love how I can refer to something that I didn't pay attention to. Because I accidentally talked to the assistant of the, magic shop owner.
Besides which, there is nothing that is worse than a dragon. I'm in a position to know.
You're wrong. An astral entity told me about things that exist out on the metaplanes. Horrifying things that we can't even hope to comprehend. That's a startled chuckle.
What does that matter? Even if your spirit's story are true, the dragons are what threatens us now.
The dragons don't exist in a vacuum. They're part of the awakened world's ecosystem. And they have been since the beginning of time. Come on, Doc. Think past your vendetta for a second. What if exterminating the dragons changes the landscape in a way that we can't predict? No, he thinks that he can predict everything. I agree that dragons pose a serious threat to metahumanity. We need to face that threat with patience and care. We need a scalpel, and Panacea is a jackhammer. But dragons don't exist in a vacuum.
Let's agree that is true. What does it matter? Smallpox was with us since the beginning, but I don't see anyone crying over its eradication.
Dragons aren't smallpox. If you drive them extinct, you'll be creating a condition that has never existed for the whole of human history. There's no telling what might happen as a result. That's a false equivalent, Beauclair. You're an intelligent man, you know the danger of what you're proposing. You just don't want to acknowledge them. It's very much true, he doesn't. He thinks that he has planned for everything. Well, but we can only take the second one.
I will not just sit back and let them take over the world. I must act.
His bony hands clench into fists.
I will act.
You may be right, Beauclair. But this isn't the answer. Claire glares through the glass. Hermie were here with us right now, listening to this conversation. He tell you to stop this. Deny it if you want, but you know that it's true. He slams his fist against the glass, his face contorted in a mask of rage and grief.
How dare you presume to speak for my brother? To Elvis letting you leave. You're going to have front and center seats for Feuerschwinger's return. I suited myself. I...
You what, Doc? Her voice is soft, but firm. For a long moment, Beauclair stares at her, unmoving. Finally, his eyes flit to the ground. I'm not... If Hermie were here... Oh God. The old man continues to stare at his feet. The blood has drained from his cheeks, leaving them sickly pale.
If Hermie were here, he would not support this. He would point out the risks, the unknowns, the sacrifices, how much he had always had. Much as he always had, before he...
Beauclair's jaws clenches. The muscles of his throat tighten as he forces himself to swallow.
He would try to stop me.
You still have a chance to give him what he wanted. You can't put a stop to this before more people get killed. You're damn right he would. Now are you going to be the good man Hermie remembered you as? And drop this? Or are you going to... Or are you going to stick to the mad scientist routine and force me to put you down? No. I think we go with the first one. You can put a stop to this before more people get killed. Beauclair remains silent for some time. Finally the old man begins to speak. Sounds hollowed out. Got it.
Over 40 years. I ignored the rest of the world. I ignored the media and the military. The board of directors, the deal, and my little brother. No, especially my little brother. I wouldn't listen to them because I knew that I was right. I knew what had to be done, what they were all blind to. I was Hermie's big brother. I was the great and celebrated dragon slayer. I knew better.
He makes a sweeping gesture, a look of contempt on his face.
You see this lab? The complex you're standing in, and the plan that it was built to serve. Sacrificed everything for this. My job, my health, my family. Was prepared to sacrifice Berlin. To feed those people to the same fires that I spent my youth trying to extinguish. And all the while Hermie was trying to tell me that I wasn't right, and I refused to listen. My refusal killed him, my little brother, the person I loved most in the world.
He covers his face with a withered hand.
If only I'd hurt him, none of this would have happened.
I'll be damned. I think you've talked him out of this. The old man lets out a heavy sigh, his entire body trembling. When he recovers, he looks almost like a different man. Tired and frail. Defeated.
My cure, the panacea, isn't ready. I was ready to turn a blind eye to the flaws and deploy it anyway. But my eyes are open now, and I do not like what I see.
Ba-boom!
cannot change what's been done. I can't bring Army back. I can put a stop to this. I can finally listen to what he was always trying to tell me. To what I would never hear him say. And so I shall. I know that this is a hard decision, Leclerc. Hey, Solo. What's up? Guess what? You're in bed. But it's the right one.
Yes, let's go.
He stares at his trembling hands, a sad smile on his face. More than 4 decades of planning, all undone in the span of a single conversation. My brother's thoughts delivered through the mouth of a criminal. I finally listened, Ermi. 42 years too late. Through the speakers, you can hear the sound of heavy footsteps approaching. Oh, is he gonna be shot at by Aldrin? Who's gonna appear behind him for some reason, though he's supposed to take care of us? Aldrin. Leclerc looks up at the orc. His voice trembles slightly, as there's been a change of plans.
No time for that, Doc. We're waking up the dragon's physical form right now. Everything is ready for the procedure to begin. You should see to it.
There will be no procedure, Aldrin. You're going to be shot at by an elderly? No, what? The orc pauses.
You're gonna have to repeat that.
Oh, the plan. My plan is flawed, fatally so. The dragon will not fly tonight. Aldrin stops in his tracks. He stares at Vauclair, unblinking. This must come as a shock to you. I'm sorry for that. Vauclair smiles weakly. Your belief in our cause was second only to my own. The orc goes on staring at the old man for a long time. Then something in his face changes. He will kill him.
If that's the way you feel, it's been an honor, Doctor.
Vauclair smiles weakly. The honor has been Bang! Told you. The scarred orc stares at you through the glass as Vauclair's body cools at his feet. His eyes are brimming with hate.
You shouldn't have made me do that, asshole. The doc was like family to me.
I didn't make you do anything. You murdered him. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh wait, I'm not. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh wait, no I'm not.
Cute. I'm gonna rip off your fingers for that. First things first. I have a dragon to release.
Doctor's plan, Panacea, didn't work. He knew that in the end.
It will. The dragons will die. I've seen what Panacea can do. The doc showed me the tissue samples. It melted them.
The dragons will die, yes. There's no telling what else might happen. Unleashing that shit could have deadly consequences for all of us. He continues to stare at you.
And?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Look who's talking. For all of his faults, Vauclair was a hero. Now he's dead, and it's your fault.
Alright, this conversation is over. When I get out of here, I'm going to kill you. Understand? So you want this to happen? You're willing to kill everyone, including yourself, for it? What is this all about for you, Aldrin? Why the hell are you doing this?
Why am I releasing the dragon? Spreading Vauclair's Panacea to infect the world? Because the world is sick, you see no go. Anyone with half a brain can see that. So I'm gonna use the doctor's wonder bug to poison it back to health. Might get better or it might die. Either would be better than it languishing like this. So you want to change the world, but you don't care what it changes into. That's insane. I get it. You've had a rough life, and you've decided to take it out on everyone else. That's fine. Make this all about me if you want. Do what makes you happy. But you're wrong, of course. But believe what you like, or you still can. Speaking of which, did the doc tell you that you're standing in the animal research lab? It's overflowing with test subjects, and they don't play well with others. Nasty, dangerous things. And it's well past their feeding time. He pushes a button, and from the corner of the room you hear a hissing sound. Pneumatic locks sliding open. And now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dragon to wake up. If you're still alive when I get back, I'll put a bullet in you. If you're lucky, I might even put it in your head, quick and clean, like your pal Amza. Pauses for a moment, considering you probably shouldn't count on that though. Wow, he's so smart. He just slid away. Okay, we have one fire drake to deal with. Interesting. So we become fast. This does give us some cover, that's good. There's one medical supplies as well, that's even better. You cannot move. No, okay, sure. You move first, please. Nice. Nice. Okay. Can you do this? Run! Slash. Nice. Okay, and then make her run fast. Make her be able to attack again. Nice. Oh, and there's a second one. Would have been too easy if there would have been only one. It does make sense, doesn't it? Knife. Aim. Or, well, marking. Okay, we're shredding your armor. Okay. Ow, you explode. Noted. I mean, I'm not really surprised. And then he has two more, so put down the Dragon Slayer thingy here. Did you put it in front of you or under you? I think it's in front of you. Because why wouldn't it be? Okay. Okay. And then we reload. There's another one coming from up top. Honestly, not looking bad so far. Of course, I'm saying this now. Oh, come on. Where do I have to go so I can fight this? Slash shoot this? Hey Ocha, you should be asleep, not posting something on Twitter. Or Blue Sky. Rawr. I just gotta like notification on my phone. They're like, Ocha just now posted something. I was like, huh. That one should be asleep by now. Okay, do this. Do this. Then do this, please. You move to like here. Ah. Nice. Bro, call them out. Yeah, always. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Ow. Can I just destroy this? Wait, she does have hit points. So maybe. Hey, I just met you. And this is crazy. But I will kill you. So die, maybe. God, I'm so good with music. Are you on fire? You are on fire. I mean, to be fair, you do look like you're on fire. So, but I would have been surprised if the answer would have been no. Okay, just go there. I will go... here? Ow. Can I maybe not run through the fire, please? Go there, please. This. You need to go forward, I guess. Make her blurred. Huh. Okay. I take the free turn. Knife. Knife. Okay, yep. She just keeps getting exploded into her face. Which honestly seems about right. Haste her, please. Nerf bolt. Never mind. Okay. Pierces up to 4 armor. Nope, that's a miss. Can I shoot you? Huh, this can just be 2 shots. Nice. Okay, you will probably bite her, but you will not hit. Because I'm too good. I really wish I could do something with you. Huh. Oh, there we go. Now I can talk to her. But first, pick up medical supplies. How's everyone looking? Okay, question. We have 7 karma. We could increase our decking to 7. We could increase... No, we couldn't. Oh, it's like we could increase our ESP control to 7. Our biotech to 7. We could increase... We could give ourselves more charisma. What is hacking? It's just digital hacking, I guess. We could give ourselves 10 more hit points. Honestly, fuck it. We don't need it. Yeah, it's hacking. Except only sometimes, it feels like. I wanted to look how many hit... who has how many hit points? 4 damage, 1 damage. Okay, she needs a heal. Here, you activate on Iger. Go. And she's full again. Good job. Safe again. Top. Hello, Eerie. Wow, 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 wow. Hello. Now I cannot rate you. What happened to Silent Hill? Thank you, Tenchi. Is that a heckin' cutie I spy? I don't know. The lady looks a bit freaky, doesn't she? Anyways, hello everyone. Hi. You might have seen me in Aries stream. I'm Urs. I stream as well. Hi. I play role-playing games. Mostly. I also play story games. I do silly voices. I am not a professional, but I like doing it because it's role-playing. We're currently in the final parts of Shadowrun Dragonfall, where we convinced a crazy scientist that maybe he shouldn't burn down half of Berlin just to kill all the dragons, because he developed a virus that could just mutate and kill everyone. Because his brother wouldn't like that, who died. And then he was like, you know what, you're right. And then his henchman came and was like, well, if that's your choice, and shot him. And now we have to stop that from happening. Anyways, hello, hope you're all doing well. If you have questions, ask them. I'm horrible at this. I hope you had a good stream. Go pee, go piss, go eat something. Knowing you, you probably didn't eat before stream. You tend to, for some reason, do that after. I rest. Yes, you go eat. Have a good sleep. And I hope the silent hilling went well. We will talk to this lady who is possessed by a dragon's soul or astral body. Do I fully know how that works? No, I don't. But she's kept in a highly radioactive tank because apparently that's keeping her alive. And she's been in there for 20 years. A whole dragon in a human body? No, just the spirit. The body of the dragon is somewhere over there in that corner. I'd be bored after a day. I mean, the dragon kind of doesn't choose to be in there. So, you know. And is kind of being kept as a prisoner, even worse. The gaunt woman paws at the glass at your approach, her haunted yellow eyes tracking your every move. When you activate the intercom, a green light activates inside the containment cell, and she flinches up at it, startled. So, you're an ancient dragon, huh? Oh yeah, we're Shadowrunners who are effectively like mercenary criminals. But we somehow ended up in a position where we will like save the world. Anyways, so you're an ancient dragon, huh? A small voice whispers through lips that barely move. Sounds hoarse and awkward, like a rusty lock. So, small voice, rusty lock, awkward, hoarse.
Help. Please, help.
So... don't look much like a dragon.
Free me. Please. You must.
I don't know if I have to. Let's sing this whole boss. Be careful. So he has a heavy German accent because he's German. For those who are not aware, by the way, hi, I'm German as well. One of the main reasons why I like this game so far is because it plays in Berlin, where I was born and raised. So it's very surreal, but it's also fun. So, you know, I do hate the German accent. I do really hate talking like this. Because to me it feels like I don't know how to speak proper English. But for the sake of this, I do sometimes speak like this. For the sake of characters. Again, roleplay, immersion, voice, drama. Does it show that I like role-playing? And I mean the TTRPGs? And that I'm a bit insane? I think, though, it doesn't show that I've never been a theater kid. Because I think if I were less introverted and had a slightly bit more, like, confidence, I would have been a theater kid. Is that girl still inside you, Feuerschwinger? Are you alone in there? Alone. Alone in the wind. On the wind, I guess. Not in. Must stay aloft. Write the thermals. Make the wind work for me. So tired. So very tired now. Her yellow eyes lock on yours. Focus hard. Free me, Vauclair. Free me or burn. I'm not Vauclair. Realization mixed with pity appears on Dietrich's face. My god. Feuerschwinger's astral form has been trapped in that woman for 40 years. And she's been confined to this cage for 20. That's torture. He turns to you conflicted. Nothing deserves this, you see no goal. But all the same, you can't set her free. The sound of the word free, the woman's eyes open wide, and she presses her hand to the glass. Free? Yes, free. Free! Free me and I will return to the mountain. I will sleep until the next age of this world, and I will not harm another soul. Just free me. Free me. Free. Hello, Wolf. Hi. Hi. As quickly as it appeared, the energy drains away. Must stay aloft. Help you. Grant your release from here. You will repay in kind. Yes. 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 Hello, Lotus. Hello, hello. There is a panel in the floor. Behind you. Drop down into the guts of this place. The guts, find the guts. By my body, the machine. Break it. Break it. Break it. I mean... yeah, no promises, dragon. The voice roars out of her from somewhere deep in the frail woman. Free me! Free me, or the flesh will be raked from your bones. Burn you to cinders. Burn you to ash. Burn you to nothing. This I swear, little man. Yeah, she seems angry. She seems angry. Ooh. I'd better be careful when I talk to dragons. I mean, currently she cannot do shit, so she seems angry. I mean, I guess I don't have any other choice besides going into the hatch. Shrug. Right. Into the hole I go. Let me save properly first. Should I gain 10 more hit points? Just for the end. I don't know what it does. Nah, I'm not gonna. Save. As soon as out of this, spend your karma wisely. A jack of all trades is a master of none. You squeeze through the narrow gap beneath the floor panels and climb down into the large space beneath a lab complex. Darkness surrounds you, and the air smells moldy and stale. As your eyes slowly adjust to the light, you can make out the dim plains of cobweb-covered walls and scattered construction equipment. Judging by the dust and disrepair, this place appears to have been abandoned long ago. Meanwhile, somewhere else beneath the Harfeld Manor, Paulamzid Skilla is preparing to wake a dragon and unleash it on an unsuspecting Berlin. The loading screen makes it sound like you are going into a shitty escape room. I mean, does. Kind of, yeah. Compared to the lab above, this room is almost impossibly quiet. A small amount of light filters in from the narrow passage above you. There appears to be a light fixtures mounted in the walls, but there is no sign of a light switch.
Where the hell are we, boss? Looks abandoned.
I think this place is military. Judging by our depth and the markings, I'm guessing it's an abandoned missile base. That would explain why the late Dr. Vauclair chose this place for his operation. Can't be easy to find a secret underground base big enough to house a dragon. Alright, first things first. We need to get back into the lab complex and find Aldrin and the worm before it's too late. Let's move. I owe Aldrin a bullet between the eyes, and I mean to pay up. We've got no choice. If we don't stop Aldrin from releasing the dragon, everyone in the Kreuzbazaar is dead. I don't know if... Oh god, there's so much loot. Okay, first I will loot. Old papers. This appears to be a pile of crumbling papers, but it is too dark to read them. Leave the papers alone. Fuel canister. Canister, I guess. There's a small sealed plastic can of regulated gasoline. Pick up. Generator. There's a small portable gas generator with a standard pull cord, and the cables running from it to the large diesel fuel tank sitting next to it. The fuel gauge reads empty. Okay, let's leave it alone for now. Let's look at the big generator. This is a large diesel generator with an electric starter. The fuel tank reads empty, and its readouts are dark. Try to start the generator. Nothing happens. I mean, color me surprised. More loot. There's more stuff. Hello. Is a red scorpion. No, this isn't Fallout. Get pinned, nerd. Get knifed. Get knifed again. Get clawed. Boys. Get nerve bolted. Just get fucked. Huzzah. More fuel. Take. Gimme. Okay. Luckily, rat scorpions aren't really an issue anymore. So we fuel this one up, pour the gasoline in it, pull the start cord. It chucks to life. We add the diesel fuel. Start. With a shudder and a plume of black smoke, the generator comes to life. Hooray! We had light. Take a closer look at the papers now that there's light. At the lightest touch, the papers crumble to dust. You can make out one small script. It still contains legible writing. Look, Jörg, I don't care what you heard down there. Just because you heard somewhere that a few people got sick from some weird disease doesn't mean that there are monsters wandering around. We've got to finish our blasting, or we don't get paid. No amount of weirdness is going to change that. Oh, and tell me, where that glowing rock you saw was when you get back? Who knows? Might be worth something. Yay! Weird creatures ahead. Open the door. I don't know how much longer this is. Into the dark. Okay. There's a good-sized crack in the floor with a small amount of light shining through. Look through the crack in the floor. Shapes from in the shadows below, and after a moment you hear footsteps approaching and people talking. Your first voice sounds nervous, young. I heard the runners escaped. You sure they're going to come this way? The second voice is older, confident.
They have no choice. It's the only route they have access through.
There's a pause, and you hear the sound of a throat clear. So, think we can stop them? Second voice is dismissive.
With 2 whole strike teams already set in ambush, I don't see what chance they have.
Well, you're the one who's gonna have to explain it to Audrin if they get past us.
Which is why we're not gonna screw it up, got it? As soon as any of these doors open, you shoot. Got it?
Oh yeah, I got it. Look away. The glare from the lights on the floor below fades, and your eyes readjust to the room. This is why you always look through tiny cracks in the floor. How much more is there? It looks like there's definitely like still some of it, no? Shadowrun. This time I will write Spellwrite Dragonfall. Chapters. That is not how you spell chapters. Sure, whatever, I don't have time right now. Into the dark, and then... I could have ended it if I had just agreed with him, apparently. So, yeah, there's 2 more. This is funny. This is funny. So, I think I will open this door. I will look at this PDA. This is a current model PDA, battered and a bit bloody. The screen is cracked and its buttons are non-functional. The last data entry is still on screen. It appears to be an email to someone named Jerry?
I can't believe they sent my squad down here to search for those escaped fire drakes. No one's been in these tunnels since the awakening. Who knows what the hell else is down here? Those Scorp sightings are just nerves. The Drake and the Scorp see each other. They'll tear each other to pieces. Must be natural enemies or something. They seem to hate each other even more than they hate us. Don't want to have to report back to Audrin with nothing but Drake pieces to show for a time. Have a good lurk, Beacon. I was gonna call you BG because I always write BG. But yeah, I think I will... I think I will end it after I like have a look through this room, and then we will finish on Thursday.
which makes it easier for me. That way I don't have to think of what to do. Danger. Active blasting area. Yes, I will. We'll do it right meow. See? Boop. Bad. New. Reasonable. You can't just end. Watch me. Watch me. Fuckert. Peak stream design. Hell yeah. I don't have to listen to myself because this tab is already muted. Where are you going? I don't know yet. Is there anyone live that I know, really? That I'm kind of watching sometimes? Or that I give enough shit about? Not really, not that it looks like. So, I guess we will just, Is anyone else playing the game? Let's see. Maybe someone else plays the game. Yeah, no. I'm literally the only one playing this game. I mean, I'm not surprised, but it is always funny. Even freaking, you are a trendsetter. Yeah, I would be a trend. How about the bed? Maybe I'm thinking about going to bed, but also I don't know. Yeah. I don't think there's anyone to raid, so go to bed now. You know what? I don't know. But I will see you on Thursday. We will have all the fun on Thursday. We will finish the game, we will do some talking, maybe, potentially, I don't know. And then I'm gonna be gone for a while. And I'll return. And if I don't, it was nice knowing you. No, I do plan to return. You can't be gone. I will be. I will be on a hiatus for like a month, at least. Longer. Well, no, about a month, probably. So, 2 thumbs up. I'll see you on... Well, no, technically I see you on Friday as well, maybe, if you want to. But I definitely see you on Thursday. Well, I don't definitely. I will be here on Thursday is what I mean. Anyways. Have a good, lovely... Sure. Have a good night. A lovely rest of your evening, night. Take care. Sleep well, and... bye-bye.